Hello, I am a bird. Would you like to help me?
Thank you. Wow, it's been a while. Hey guys, this is Biludar. He's a bird. Hello, how are you? This is part of the Allspark Assembly, the new one that we did this year, where we're all supposed to build a combining robot. This guy, though, Biludar, that's what we're going to talk about now. What I made up for this Allspark Assembly is Biludar. He's a bird. I am a bird. And what this guy does is he's essentially a mecha anime main character. And as you saw just a little bit ago, he picked up that bird. What he does is whenever a threat pops up in a city or wherever, he flies over, finds any animal or vehicle he can, and he asks it to help him out. He then, before a response is given, or any kind of response is given, like even just a sheep bag, he grabs them immediately and he takes them and turns them into mechs that he can combine with to help fight the enemy. And by the end of the episode, he puts everyone back off screen, and he just does that repeatedly, indefinitely, every episode. I mean, this is bird mode. It's kind of silly to show off articulation when you'll just see it later as well, but he can move. He can move good. He's got moving toes. Hello, how are you? I am a bird. Pretty much all he does, because I think it's funny. The wings, you can splay out. But yeah, that's Biludar's bird mode. So let's transform him. To transform Biludar, take his legs, straighten them out, untab this section on this side here. That flips open. Go ahead and rotate it around. And then you rotate around the other side, and it closes back up. You can transform them while connected. This is just much clearer to see for you guys. Now for the other leg. There we go. His legs are done. Move on to his upper body. So the first things first, just take this section, rotate it up, spin around the waist, and this part rotates back down. Next step, go ahead and rotate down the arms. Take his bird head. That pushes forward and back and plugs onto these two studs. Thank you very much. These parts spin around this way, rotate down twice, go all the way around, and this part just spins around and will just collapse and connect, which reveals the hand. Next, the other arm is, and there it is. For the final step, grab this section here, which is clearly, obviously, his hands, and go ahead and rotate these parts down, spin around this piece, lay it down like that. That's Biludar in his robot mode. I went for a Cow Geigar, kind of the White Tiger Zord, that sort of deal. I do like this robot. He is cool and funny, and I will use him for other things. The character, I mean. I do like this build though. This is my favorite build of the group of combining components. But as I was saying with the articulation bird mode, no point showing it because we'll just show this one's articulation. For easy, I know it's not as cool, but it's much simpler. Here's his arm. This part can move out of the way. You can get this piece. Actually, this is stupid. Let me just... So articulation is pretty good. His mouth can open. I actually imagine he still talks out of his chest. Like this is his head, but he still speaks out of here. Because I just think that's because he's like, it's like a joke on mecha. It's like a spoof idea. It's like the vibe I would go for with it. His arms can go 360 degrees, up and down. This can get out of the way. Can go even further than that. His head's on a ball joint. The elbow is technically double jointed, albeit not 90 degrees. And you can swivel here. Yeah. His fingers are individually articulated, like this. He does have a thumb, you just have to disconnect it. Then it breaks off. And that's also articulated. This is for combined mode, that's why there's like a weird thing on his thumb, so I just pretend it's his whole thumb. Yeah, his arms can move, but these parts are in the way. Ab crunch, waist rotation, you can move this whole part out of the way, it just sort of goes over top of that. His legs can go like everywhere. This thing is superposable. Like you can do this, for crying out loud. He has a super good knee bend and a super good knee break. Like you can break his knees off, but the knees can bend. Very good knees. They also rotate everywhere. His feet have ankle tilt and can rotate, and you can even move his toes. That is pretty much all the notable articulation. Maybe I'll do some posing pictures after this. But that is it. So onto the all machines, the all units actually, because some of them aren't machines before they're turned into machines. Anyway, that's Biludar. He's really cool. Actually, wait, there's one more thing you can do. You can flip up his knee spikes, and you can pull out these parts here, like so. What did I call this mode? Talon. Talon! Talon! That's what it's called. You actually need to flip the feet around. This is his Talon mode. Talon! Just when you get out of the shower. It's much cooler when it's a better camera angle. Essentially, he's got spikies and he can fight without combining, which he already can do. All on! Bat noises. Bat noises. Here we have all trailer. This is the first one I built. Sorry for the rainbow colors, I just didn't color it all. But that's okay because he doesn't matter that much. This one doesn't roll. It's just too chunky. And most of these ended up being mostly to facilitate combined mode. They look pretty good for what they are. I might come back to this later at some point, but here is all car. And there's all bat. There's supposed to be more because of how the lore of Biludar works. Thinking about revisiting this concept in a different way. But here's this little guy. You can move his ears. And his head. And his wings. I ended up having just a bunch of flying ones of the all units. I like this guy's arms a lot. They turned out, it's like a Metagross kind of thing. He's not perfectly clean because of this. But I just wanted to get these guys done and reviewed. But yeah, that's all dragon. This is ball jointed, so are the wings. He looks cool. I like his arms. But they're my favorite part. These are the all machines. All on is what Biludar says when he wants to put all the machines on. Basically for combining. But before we do that, there's a couple little gimmicks you can do with these two specifically. So all car, you can take the windshield and flip it backwards like this. So you can take the windshield, flip that back, and then these parts can fold over the front of that. And there's these 4 studs on all trailer, and it just does this. And I like it. It's funny. It's cool. You can put all bat on here, or like up here in the car seat, which is funny. And all dragon can do this, I guess. So you can kind of do, you can almost do like a Diugen all combined super mode thing like this, just where they're all standing. Like that. Anyway, let's do the actual combination now because Biludar will be who we start with because he forms a core, kind of like Gygar with Gao Gygar. So to get Biludar ready for combination, let's turn on our YouTube voice and flip the shoulder pads down like so and rotate his arms up just like that. This segment will now hold it in place. Rotate it down, flip this part all the way down, and then repeat that for the other side, just like so. Next, for his legs, go ahead and rotate his thighs like this, extend his waist up, don't know how I'm going to fit this thing on camera, rotate these 2 segments forward, flatten them out like so, and just get this all lined up like this. Next, flip up his knee spike things like this, rotate the feet around. So I came up with this solution to where you open it up the side. It's very fragile. Spin this around. The reason you rotate the feet around, I'll show you in a second, as opposed to the normal transformation, is so that the back side has studs to connect onto. So I'll just do the same thing for this side. So there are the legs done. The final step is just to take Biludar's fingers, and I think you want his pinky, like that, and you want the ring finger. I guess he's flipping me off. I might have done that wrong, but basically these plug into one of the all units for combination. And just for now, unplug this part and just hold it back. That is Biludar in his combined mode. All of the all units are significantly simpler than that. For instance, all trailer, just go like this. Next, all car, go ahead and just flip these segments backward. Take it, rip it in half, 1 foot, and then another foot. Finally, these break apart, and quite obviously become hands. And you just spin these around, like this. Just go ahead and lift this up, spin this around, pull this over, and collapse the hands together. And there are the feet and the hands. All that is a similar story to the deconstruction thing, mostly because there was going to be a lot more units than this, but I needed to finish this thing for my own sake, and for also finishing this Allspark assembly. So I just combined the pieces I had into the other units I had. So just pop his wings off. This guy is a very structural, integral part, so that's why he's kind of ugly. This his head's cute. Pop off these legs like so. The bat head, just take his ears, fold them to the side, and then rotate this whole section up and like that. These parts don't do anything. These are the chest plate. Put those off to the side for now. This is the most confusing piece, so flip up this segment and this one. Essentially the bat is leg support. Flip this part backward, swing this forward, that'll rest like this. Flip this up, and then finally this part just rotates down, and that is half of the crotch. And we'll just do the same thing here real quick. There you go. Those are all the bat pieces. The last step is all dragon. His is also incredibly simple. Simplest, besides trailer. Pop off his arms, flip in his thumbs. These pieces fold down. Leg covers. And wing jetpack and helmet. So to start the combination, boom. There are his feet. There are his legs. Next, get the main core in here. And those 4 studs on the back will go onto these 3 studs right here. Actually, it's 5 studs on the back. Go ahead and try to hold this as best you can. Next step, all dragon's hands go right here. There we go. And this one goes right here, and also because it looks kind of cool. Next, flip his arms out of the way. Go ahead and get this out of the way. Like I said before, there's this anti-stud, which goes here, and then this actual one, which goes right here. And this is the torso plate extender to give the bird that cool chest piece super robot dealio. Used to be a lion. Yeah. Now it's a bat's legs. And now it's a torso plate. Next, you can go ahead and just angle the arms back down. Pop his head all the way forward. And this is going to reach over the front. And then it will plug on top of the 2 studs there. Then just go ahead and line Biludar's head like this. I'm going to bring the arms in. Go ahead and plug them on to the fingers like this. Now then, to make him look less goofy, and there is actually another thing you have to do with his arms. I'm just not going to do that right now. Take the bat's head, plug that on here. That forms his crotch plate. Looks stupid right now, it'll be fine. Go ahead and take this section. There's a stud right here, and then this part will plug onto this piece on all trailer. And these serve, and I was really happy with these when I made them. They're kind of like an exoskeleton for the legs to be sturdier. Plug them on here. Tab them in up here on Biludar's thigh. This part. We'll put that on after. Put this over top of this. Do the same thing on the other side. Now finally, come to the back. There's these 2 plugs right here on his back, and that's what these will plug into, which is impossible to show if I wasn't a pro gamer, which I'm not. And then they end up like that. And this lets him have really, really stable legs. The version 2 of this I might do would be even more toyetic. And once you got that piece on, his crotch plate is done. Essentially, I accidentally plugged his head on half a stud too high. Take these parts on his arms, and then these swing up like all the way. And these will increase the size of his shoulder pads. like that. Boom. Now onto All Dragon. So just grab him like this, pull the arm parts backward, and then these just literally do nothing. Spin around, take his neck, spin it around, and then his head, you don't want it flat, you want to slide out this piece here, because this is the helmet, dragon helmet. Oh, Biludar! Hold on! There he is. This is what they all exist for. They exist to combine. They exist to combine into all Biludar. Let's just get a close-up on some stuff. There's his head. It's pretty cool. I like it. There's that. There's his feet. His hands and arms and stuff. There's his wing pack. The dragon. There he is. He has a double elbow. Triple elbow swivel if you want. The shoulders can move up and rotate around. His head is ball jointed. Bit annoying to move. You can still open. Peak. His peak beak. His legs are the most impressive part. Because of this joint system, can support the mass a lot better than just a normal joint. He even has solidified knees. You can do stuff like that. His feet are ball jointed, so you can utilize the splaying. They also have rubber on the feet, so he can stand. Now he can fit in camera. I haven't tried many. I haven't actually posed him very much because I've just been trying to build him. The wings. You can move those around like booster turbines. My favorite is by far Biludar. Hello, how are you? He's just funny. I like him. So yeah, that's Biludar. This has been Block Builder. Make sure to check out the other people's builds in the description. Sorry for the crappy videos. I'll try to edit this to be better. And yeah, that's about it. Maybe I'll show poses of this guy. I don't really want to do that though. But yeah, anyway, here's something I'll never review. He's cool. I like him. He's not done either. You can pretend like these guys are fighting. Bye! Block Builder breaking out. Whoa!